Hello students. This video is about the factor called order of magnitude, and if we talk about order of magnitude, so this is a factor which give us the idea about how big or how small a given physical quantity is. Okay, so order of magnitude is basically gives us the idea about the physical quantity. It is defined as that power of 10 which is closest to the magnitude of that physical quantity. Okay, so we can write order of magnitude as the order of magnitude of any physical quantity is the power of 10 which is closest to the magnitude of that physical quantity, and it gives us the idea about the size or about how small or how big the physical quantity is. Okay, so this is the order of magnitude. For example, if you want to determine the order of magnitude of a number capital N, let me explain you. I have a number N and I want to define its order of magnitude. Then I try to express that number in the form as capital N is equal to small n into 10 to the power x. Okay, I want to express that number capital N in the form small n into 10 to the power x, where small n should exist between 0.5 to 5. Okay, it should be greater than 0.5 and less than equal to 5. So n should not be more than 5 and n should not be 0.5 or less than that. It should be in between this range. Then in such scenario the value of x will be the order of magnitude of capital N. If we can express capital N such that capital N is equal to n into 10 to the power x, where n exist in this range, then in this format x gives the order of magnitude for that physical quantity. So let's see some examples for that. Suppose I have a physical quantity having value 8. Okay, example number 1 is 8 and I want to know the order of the magnitude of that value. So I try to write 8 in this format. Then we can write 8 as 0.8 into 10 to the power 1. Then I check that 0.8 whether it lie between this range or not. So I get that 0.8 lie between 0.5 and 5. So this is the right expression and the order for this physical quantity is equal to 1. Order of magnitude is 1. The next example that I am taking is, suppose it is 49. Okay, then I can write 49 as, now there are various terms. I can express it in terms of 0.49, 4.9. Okay, I can write it as 0.49 or I can write it as 4.9. now I have to choose one of them. Then I see the range कि इस रेंज में इन दोनों में से कौन सी वैल्यू एग्जिस्ट कर रही है. सो 0.5 से बड़ा and 5 से छोटा means more than 0.5 and less than 5, then it will be 4.9 because 0.49 will not exist in this range. So the right expression is 4.9. So I'm going to write 49 in terms of 4.9 into 10 to the power 1. Then again in this case order of magnitude will be 1. Okay, now next example is suppose 57. Suppose I have the example 57, then I can write it as either 0.57 or 5.7. या तो मैं इसको this into 10 के टर्म्स में और this into 10 के टर्म्स में एक्सप्रेस कर सकती हूँ. सो टू चूज वन आई हैव टू सी दिस रेंज कि 0.5 एंड 5 के बीच में विच वन लाई between these. Then 0.57 is more than 0.5 and less than 5, so this will exist in between, and 5.7 will not exist in this range, it will be more than 5. So this will not work for me, this is the right one, so we can write it as 0.57 into 10 to the power 2. Now in this case order of magnitude will be 2. Let's take one more example of 3-digit number. Suppose the number is 999. Okay, now we can write it as either 0.999 or 9.99 or 99.9. So now we have to choose from these that which one lie in this range. Now among all these three, only this one 0.999 exists in the required range, so we can write it as 0.999 into 10 to the power 3, and for such number order of magnitude will be 3. So that's how the order of magnitude works and give us the idea about how big or how small a given physical quantity is, and in this manner we can find the value of order of magnitude for a particular number capital N. Okay, so this was about the order of magnitude. In the next video we will study about the methods of measurement of length. So for that, stay tuned and keep studying. Thank you.